Hello! In this module, we're going to learn all about how to take the best care of your mellophone. In this first video, we're going to talk about how to find your spit. Now, if your primary instrument was a woodwind, then you might have been dreading this video, but it's really important. When we blow air through the horn, we're blowing spit, we're creating condensation, cold instrument, warm airstream, it's going to create moisture. So if there's anything obstructing our path in the instrument, it's going to create some resistance. So whenever we hear spit, we want to make sure that we find it, locate it, and get rid of it so we have a clear pathway. Now, if you haven't played a brass instrument before, you might be wondering, well, how do I know if it has spit? So you'll know when you just blow air through the horn. You'll hear popping sounds, and that's the spit trying to blow through your horn. So you want to make sure that you're always checking your spit valves. So on your main tuning slide, right past the lead pipe, we have a spit valve. You want to hold your horn away from your body, press open the spit valve, and blow air through. I have a few drips right there, so that'll help the first area that spit collects, help us remove it. So if you think about gravity, as we're blowing air through the horn and moisture accumulates, it's going to collect in the curves where it's harder to blow out. So you want to kind of think, okay, all right, so the curviest places is where it wants to collect, and that's where I want to try to find it and then dump it. So one of those places is where our spit valve is on our main tuning slide. Another spot is kind of this big main tube here that connects to the bell. Now what you can do is you can be smarter than the horn. Think about gravity, how it's going to be right here, and then rotate your horn so spit comes out the bell. Rotate towards the bell, and you can kind of see how spit came out that way. Now when you're dumping spit, make sure you have a paper towel or you're over a trash can. I use an old washcloth that I wash every week, put it in the washer, and so you can reuse one as well, or paper towel will work just fine. All right, spit valve through the bell. Also, your horn, like mine does, has a spit valve on the third valve slide. So what you want to do is hold the horn, hold the third valve slide down, the instrument away from you, blow air through the horn as you open up the third valve slide spit valve. That's going to help get spit out of the third valve. Now also think about the first valve. If you press down the first valve and you hear some spit, it's probably in this tube here. So you want to press down your first valve, open up the first valve slide, think about gravity, trap it here, and dump over the first valve. Same thing with the second. I find that it doesn't really collect there as much, but hey, it's a tube our air goes through, so there might be a chance. Press down the second valve, take this little baby one out, dump it over, and that's how you find your spit. So to review, we've got a spit valve on our main tuning slide. Many of us have one on our third valve slide. And then you can also, for the main tube on the back, rotate your horn so the spit comes out the bell. And this way you'll have a completely dry horn. Make sure you're always checking if there's spit.